Hello everybody, and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 12, Week 4. Guess who we found today?
It's me. I am
Yeah.
found.
He's back.
We found him in the sewer, next to a rat. It was a big rat.
That is
Today
incorrect. I'll have you know his name is Nature's Prophet.
Today we've got the Rosh Ryders, we got Lanaya del Rey. It's gonna be a fun game. Look forward to it.
5 seconds remaining.
Or
Rosh
as our,
Ryders before has been an interesting player in this game, and they tend to pull out some pretty common stuff, but they do a lot with what little they actually bring to the table in terms of picks.
they bring in some wacky. They got the wacky tack tavern, as they say. By the way, Randy's
Starting
not.
the Silencer Marana band, 2 global ults.
They're just random Marana because Hollywood has played Marana literally all but one game
that's true.
this tournament so far. As I was
Two
saying,
games.
unfortunately Randy's not with us this week. Or this game.
Yeah, that's true. It's not very unfortunate.
But I swear I can still hear him just like he was still here. No Pudge either.
I think
No
I'm hearing
Pudge.
things.
It's
I'm
another
hearing,
Rosh Ryders classic.
I got like Jiminy Cricket in my ear. Like, why does it sound like Randy?
Get that Jiminy Cricket out of your goddamn ear, Ocelot. You don't need a conscience here.
Guess
5
not.
seconds remaining.
They're gonna start burning through their reserve time looking for a ban here. It shouldn't be too hard to think of a second ban. Ooh, Weaver's a good pick.
Weaver! They've done a lot of pause for Weaver in this tournament. Not in the last couple of rounds. That's almost certainly not a 12-year-old boy's hero. And that's Techies.
Ooh.
He finally got,
Hmm.
Hollywood finally got the hero he's been looking for since round 1. Banned against Rosh Ryders literally every match until it finally got through. I'm glad literally first picked it.
I myself am an avid Techies player when the times call for it, and I must say, I'm watching this match with great expectations.
5 seconds remaining.
Better be funny.
Alright, we got the techies. Now what?
Yeah, that's a good question. Sometimes it's really hard to pick around him because Techies is usually picked without the assumption you're going to be dealing with hero bans following up. If they know they got Techies, they're going enemy team. If they know what they're doing, Lanaya del Rey is going to want to avoid late game picks.
Okay, could also swap people into the mines.
Well, it's an
That's
interesting...
dangerous.
It's an interesting trade-off with techies because there's two ways to go about it. Either you try to completely smother them out early game, or you try to get yourself into a position where you're actually going to outscale even what they have, right? You want to play the super duper duper long game, which is an advantage you do have because techies does find it difficult to win early as much as he finds it difficult to lose early. Unless, of course, you're a random on our team, in which case you will have no trouble bumbling into mines all the time and letting techies just roll right over you.
That's
I will
true.
never, ever forget that game I played where I had a particularly unobservant Omni Knight player in my lane. I was playing as Rubik. Double support lane, I know. Pretty... Oh, wow, speaking of Nature's Prophet.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah, that's...
You summon him into existence. Have we seen a Nature's Prophet so far in this tournament?
Don't
Personally,
know.
no.
I don't think so.
I gotta say, this is the first time I've seen a Nature's Prophet in a long time being picked in any match in general. He's not a very popular hero lately.
He was picked in a game that we were in earlier, and for some reason he decided to crash himself onto the tower and get first blooded.
Yeah, that's true.
That does sound like a Nature's Prophet to me. But I must say, Nature's Prophet is... I gotta say, with the techies on the field here, that is a very, very daring pick, because, how do I say this? The risk of teleporting into any random cluster of trees anywhere on the map is inviting danger.
There's nothing
I've
sadder
played
in this
plenty of
world.
techies.
Nothing sadder in this world than just teleporting onto a stack of a billion mines and dying instantly. No Tuska. We will not be seeing the Tuska here.
Okay.
That's a little
No gyro.
unfortunate, considering that they're the ones that banned him. I don't think they were really going to be looking to pick him anyway, to be honest.
It would be funny.
I don't see what Tusk would even really bring to the table, even with it being on Techie's team.
I
It's,
think maybe it would
interesting.
be, maybe the idea would be, he snowballs into you while VS just sort of gets a free hand to pick whoever to jump to like throw into the mines, basically.
Maybe? I don't know.
No Willow. We've seen Moon River play old Dark Willow to some
Tusk.
insane. What?
And Tusk as well.
Yeah, that's
Plays
true.
that, yeah.
To some insane links here in this tournament. So no surprise to see that get knocked out. I would not be surprised you're going to see a lot of Willow knockouts against Rosh Ryders coming up. Nobody wants to see that again.
Making a bit of a bold guess here, but I'm guessing we're gonna. Oh, well, there's Medusa. Interesting now that they have the. It's an interesting dynamic when it comes to the pick ban phase, right? If you pick techies, the enemy team absolutely has to also pick a super powerful late game hero if they're going to try and contest that same late game that Radiant is obviously going to be going for. But if they don't do that themselves, then that means that they have to go for mid game, meaning that
Right.
they have free reign to ban all the end game heroes they don't want to see, like Gyro and Medusa.
Yeah, it's a very unfortunate situation to be in if you're the team with the techies and you have the worst late game. Like, techies really can't do anything for you there.
Exactly.
So
Like
delay the game
I
for a
do
reason,
I
yeah.
do like the idea of using Nature's Prophets, Treants potentially, or even his Sprout to scout for mines where it needs be. But there's a problem with that. If you're using a hero to send creeps into his mines, sure, you're wasting a bit of his mana and some of his time, but you're still feeding him gold. Techies is... I could honestly like dial back and make a reference to good old Sir Action Slacks and his old guide to techies, and it's got some good points on it, how techies is literally a management factor for time, but he's also really, really good at just creating a sense of dread. You know, you dread seeing
Yeah.
him picked on your team and the enemy team. No other hero really has that, I don't think.
During the live game this week, I mentioned Techies is one of the heroes where... No, I don't think it was live. I think it was a game last week. I mentioned Techies is a hero where sometimes, you know, most heroes in the game, you don't want to be spotted, right? You don't want to be spotted out by the enemy team until you're right there. Techies actually wants to be spotted sometimes because, you know, if you're sitting somewhere, right, Techies isn't around, your mind is just clear, tranquil, you're not thinking about anything, right?
Exactly.
Techies pops out of the fog, and you're like, okay, where's the goddamn mines, right?
Yeah, I mean, oh, by the way, on that note, yeah, Luna is a great pick to go with techies. Makes the uphill a little scarier. It does really incentivize some BKBs, though.
It also means that if Lanaya has a spill, right? If Lanaya get knocked out, you know, in a big team fight, or God forbid, if Techies just gets, a triple kill out of nowhere, right? That's kind of it for LDR. You know, they can have a situation where they just, oh, well, we were doing okay, but then suddenly we just lost enough guys to attrition, Luna could just walk up to our towers and just win the game, you know?
Ursa's sort of a good pick against Luna. Really depends on what timing they're both... Ooh.
Alright.
I
Nyx is gonna-
genuinely hope that Nyx pick isn't thinking he can walk onto a pile of mines and just reflect the damage with Carapace. I've seen way too many games people do that, and it's always put in meme compilations and they get made fun of. It always happens.
Nyx is a good guy to try and basically just play, CT in this game, right? He is a good guy
Yeah.
to be wandering around the back line just looking for techies, just making it a hassle for him. Techies is, ironically enough, despite Techies' main benefit being buying you time, Techies himself actually needs quite a substantial amount of time to get much anything done. You know, if you just walk up to Techies, got one red mine, one green mine, like, what's he gonna do?
Jakiro, that's an interesting pick to go on. They only have one real carry, though. I think that's a bit of a weakness. They definitely look like they need a pretty solid... You think Vengeful Spirit's going to be a 3 or 2?
Given that it's the Rosh Ryders, there's a chance Vengeful Spirit is going to be the 1. By the way, no TA.
10 seconds remaining.
Kind of surprised that they would ban TA, honestly. I feel like they could use her, because TA is great against techies. I mean, aside from Jakiro and Luna being able to peel off some of her stacks of the shield, I really do feel like Refraction would actually help with Techie's mines. That might have been a lost opportunity there.
Could have been. But then I guess also would have been quite a lot of late game, and a type of late game Ursa kind of struggles a little bit against as well.
That's
So if
true.
they didn't want the TA, then it's probably not a bad idea to get rid of it.
Dire team
Also, Nature's Prophet, you know, nothing sucks worse than trying to get something done just
Storm
keep eating
Spirit's a classic
sideways.
ban.
No Storm, yep. They're going to be doing what they did last week and running themselves some more Pause 4 Storm Spirit with their normal Pause 2 player. Or whatever that was supposed to be.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright, time for final hypothetical bans. What do you think we're going to be seeing? Me? I'm expecting to see a good old ban on the A of M.
No Anti-Mage? Hmm.
I can see it. No, it's
Get
Puck.
rid of Puck.
We need mids, so...
What about anti-mage ban over on Rosh Ryders' side? What do you think?
LDR also needs a mid.
I would say it's more likely LDR is picking a mid than Rosh Ryders here. I mean, you know how Rosh Ryders are. That VS could be 2, that Luna could be 2, that Jakiro could be 2, you know? You never know with the
never
Rosh Ryders.
know.
It actually makes them really deceptively hard to ban around because you
Centaur
don't
ban.
know.
Yeah, they want to keep that from happening, especially with the Zags.
You don't really know exactly what, at any point, they're going to do.
Alright, final picks. Let's see what we get here. Any ideas?
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Zeus. Obvious pick, actually. That's a good one to have against techies, for the most part.
Yeah. It's also gonna help prevent sort of bunch up scenarios. You know, Zeus is not going to be standing with like Ursa and Neeks, for example. That's just not gonna.
Exactly, yeah. No two people are gonna be too close to each other. I'm thinking we might actually end up seeing an anti-mage pick instead over on Rosh Ryders' side. They could probably use them to deal with Zeus, actually, and Prophet. Disruptor, too. They have lots of high-end hero requirements over here. Or maybe we're going to see a... Actually, their team could use the Sand King, I think. Would help deal with a lot of what they bring to the table over on the other side.
You can see a lot of things here. That's the joke of the Rosh Riders. They bring a lot of things to the table. You really don't know what you're going to be looking at till you got all 5 guys there, I think.
I can already see the work with Sand King between VS and Sand King right now is that she can literally swap him in the second he's got his ult ready. Just surprise! Ooh. 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 Faceless Void and Jakiro, Luna and Jakiro, and Void. Oh. There's some really, really, really scary stuff over there on Rosh Ryders' team, but
That's Jakiro's,
let's not play
right?
down. Yeah, let's not play down Lanaya del Rey. Jeez, I still have trouble pronouncing that name. Let's not play down their pick options here, though. Disruptor is a fantastic counterpick to a number of these heroes. Same with Ursa. He's really good at ripping apart people that are either too tanky to kill over the long term or are very squishy.
There's
Mace is
also,
also a solid pick.
I will also say, I think Lanaya is going to generally scale out better than the Rosh Riders, but the Rosh Riders are always going to have that option of just, you know, if something goes wrong for you, you have Luna run in and just win the game for you.
Indeed. Yeah. Honestly, between Techies and Luna, they have extremely high base rush and base defense. They can honestly go either way here with pretty good
And hero as well
options.
with both those things.
Exactly. Jakiro can very easily defend high ground and can pressure it too. And with Void being the X factor here, with his Chrono popping up God knows when, that's a really, really scary looking team. But they have one fatal flaw. A handful of the people on that team don't have anything what you'd really call reliable damage outside of their ults. A bit less with Void and Luna, obviously, but aside from those two, very, very scary. Whereas Rosh Ryders has consistent damage on low cooldowns overall on their side.
Nice.
This seems to be a match of precision versus abundance.
Why did Techies say God's plan?
Why not?
What was he planning?
Going.
What's he planning?
What is God's plan? Is this God's plan?
It's a Drake song.
Is it a Drake song?
Yes.
How's it go? Sing it a little bit for us.
I don't know what this song is. I just know it's a Drake song.
How do you know it's a Drake song if you don't even know what it sounds like? What if it's just
What the hell
something
is
he
that?
said one day?
Oh, that's a Treant. That's a weird looking Treant.
That is a strange looking. It's like a
30 seconds
dog.
to battle.
Like a I didn't want to be looking at Luna. We got a
Oh
smoke
no,
here.
Jakiro, no!
Oh,
Ghouls,
Jakiro! Run, dude, run!
Not in what anybody would call a great spot here. And down he
Oh.
goes.
Brother said, yeah.
First blood off to Zeus as well. I believe that's a stand-in for them actually. LDR sure seems to have a
Cold-blooded.
lot of stand-ins going on. Ning. See how they're gonna actually lane this out. I mean, obviously Hollywood up here. Yep. Okay, it's just typical pauses for Rosh Ryders. So if you didn't know, Rosh Ryders riding Heelys. Pause 1. He's not using his interesting name today. Pause 2. We've got and by the way, Heelys on Void. Pause 2. We got Moon on Luna. Muna
Yep.
on the Luna. Pause 3. We've got Ghouls on Jakiro. Rare Jakiro. Pause 3. Pause 4, we got Hollywood, who really screwed us over 3 times last week in different capacities. So we're going to be wishing for only misfortune for him today.
Oh,
And pause 5, we have captain of the team, pvcpipe on the Vengeful Spirit. On Lanaya del Rey, you have team captain Esper. If you want to fight me, fight these tiers. Team captain Esper on Ursa. We have on pause 2, Sparrow on Zeus. Again, I believe that's a stand-in. I could be wrong, but I believe that's a stand-in. I'm always worried when I see a stand-in because it's always like, is this guy a stand-in or I just forget who this guy is? You know. Pause 3. You've got presumably it's gonna be Baldeck. He's been pause 3 so far on the Nature's Prophet. Pause 4, you got Slizzy on the Neek's Assassin. Pause 5, you got Not, a 12-year-old boy on Disruptor.
indeed.
What do you think the over-under is that Not a 12-year-old boy is actually a 12-year-old boy? Techie's here just making...
Inconclusive.
Techie's here making life a pain. Oh, there goes Ursa.
Boy.
God's plan
Alright.
has come to fruition.
Taking a risk there, walking out right where Disruptor can see him again.
God's plan.
God's plan was for Ursa to die, apparently.
You know, God works in mysterious ways. Sometimes, sometimes God gives you nothing but glory. Sometimes God makes you die to attackies 2 minutes into lane as a hero who really doesn't like to ever die in lane, basically. Very unfortunate start for us there.
Over bottom lane, we have a pretty unimpressive series of events over here. Most just pressuring with Treants, which isn't to speak badly, of course. Just very still waters down here.
Yep, everybody's taking it slow down here, bot though. Oh,
Neeks
Lily just
barely misses the stun.
yeah, barely whiffing out on that. Lily just trying
good
to,
reaction speed on Void, not going for the immediate hit there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Techie's just trying to make this pull as obnoxious as possible.
He tried to deny that creep, and it just had like 1 HP over his attack. That's gonna happen again. Yep. Nice, I can try and hit it. Gotta be honest, I really thought Ursa and Disruptor were gonna be a lot more menacing up top here. Between the threat of Glimpse and Ursa just wailing on you, not something I'd want to deal with.
Well, so far, Disruptor does not actually have Glimpse. And,
Alright.
Hollywood denies himself. Just barely. Techie's just barely, not giving a kill out to the Disruptor there.
Yep.
Though notably, even with that and the kill, Ursa is actually still at the very top of the charts as far as net worth goes. Disruptor might die of the afterburn here? Yeah, he did. The ice path actually missed. I think it was just the burn killed him. Techie's looking for a high five.
At least he got it.
What happens if you're like an invis hero, right? If you're invis at the moment and you respond to another high five, does it just a hand appears from midair? Because that would be really funny.
I think that's probably what happens.
That would be pretty good. Looks like
I think it only shows the effect if you're actually like confirming the high five. I think that's how it works. Because if it did otherwise, it'd be a pretty great way of getting yourself killed.
It would be really funny, just like you know, some support. Like you're playing as Night Stalker and you got the Invis rune, right? Some support, some pos 5, just like goes up for a handshake, and then suddenly from the darkness, the other side of the handshake appears.
Wow.
Disruptor finds another Techie's mine and eats it for breakfast.
Yep, Techie's really just making a mess all over this jungle here.
Barely misses the wall.
Notably, Jakiro not really making that much use of the time. You know, Techie's really just being maddening for this top lane here. It seems like all Disruptor is able to do is just chase him around. Not the ice path you probably wanted there. Nature's Prophet's courier just randomly dies.
Oh my god.
First world lightning of the game, and it results in the death of Techie's. God's plan.
Yep.
Ursa really low here. Might be going now, but on the other hand...
Yep.
No, he's just gonna go for that kill and get it.
Yep, just turns around, eats Jakiro with such a small amount of HP left.
It's Ursa for you.
Yep, now with a kill, 2 assists, and the most last hits in the game, you could definitely say Ursa is a threat you're going to have to be watching through this. Some interesting things actually happening here at bot as well.
Ooh, Prophet manages to trap Void in the tree. That's pretty good.
Yep, just barely managed to trap him out there. Void actually did not quelling his way out of that for some reason.
Yep.
Just decided to accept it, I guess. Got a power treads coming up on Void. It's going to make him quite annoying to deal with, actually.
Even I like a good bubble.
As Zeus' voice, in fact, is just makes it sound like he's like just woke up or something.
Yeah.
Ursa's 6. Ursa's 6, Jakiro 6. Techie's 3, Disruptor 4. Interesting level spread here. Feel like it generally favors the oh, we got the funny combat music. Is that just here? Yep. Just Hollywood jumping on the on Ursa there, just immediately dying to the Dire, but
Yep.
it was a loss so small the world will hardly notice.
It's pretty big.
Ooh,
if I'm
yep.
honest.
Pretty good Macropire there. Just finds the Disruptor with nowhere to go. I think it's tipped for it. I'm still not really sure why the funny combat music started playing, considering the fight hadn't actually started there yet when it did. But you know, just made me think something was happening somewhere else. But no, it was just like the Techie's about to jump in, so here we go.
Looks like Zeus is pretty handily taking care of mid here. Not really behind by much farm, and he's getting real close to that Aether Lens.
Though notably, Luna actually has passed up Ursa in the downtime there to become the new top of the server last hit. She's doing the no ult strategy.
Mode 4.
Hey man, bouncing glances. Oh god!
Alright.
Void just gets shattered by Zeus's ult. VS gets shattered by Neek's assassin.
They get away by the skin of their teeth, but that's a double.
Rather brutal.
So Void had the Chronosphere there, he just wasn't able to actually get it out in time. It's very unfortunate. I feel like if he had actually been able to drop the sphere there, he probably could have got at least one first throw before he died. If not just
And
both
just
of them.
popped instead.
Both of them still actually hanging out here
Oh
pretty
no,
low.
broom handle early on Ursa. That is a scary concept.
We're just getting hassled by the trees here as Jakiro just getting chased through the jungle
boy.
by Ursa. Oh, the jukes,
Ursa?
but not. Oh, Disruptor wasn't looking.
Oh, he's
but
trapped.
to
He's,
no
he's
avail.
doomed.
Yeah.
Well, Disruptor's ecstatic at least.
Wow, good for him.
Get it? Ecstatic? You get it? Because he's got like electricity?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You know?
It's definitely a good one.
I do not understand.
How does that one compare to I need a port, not a portly? Or I sought a port, not a portly?
Radiant structures
Oh, it's a
are
fat joke.
fortified.
Yeah.
Radiant's
Yeah,
middle
yeah,
tower
it's
is under attack.
in the last match we did, the GGs versus Baby Shark, I called out I sought a port, not a portly as the worst, the weakest Gotham in the whole game. What's your thoughts on that? This is the important commentary we really come to these Rosh Ryders matches for.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad one.
Ocelot, your thoughts? Any worse Gothams in the game?
Racking my brain for one. Ooh, speaking of brain getting racked.
Oh boy.
TikTok,
Oh.
bonk!
Oh no!
And there he goes!
That is sad.
Boy,
Oh,
boy
no.
bashes himself low enough on the Neek's carapace that Zeus
My
just
void
ults him
griefing.
out. My void griefing.
The foresight on that
and now,
carapace was amazing.
and now
My
VS
void
dies
griefing.
for his sins. Please report void. If
Important
something,
note, if you're playing Void, always avoid chronoing your teammates.
Radiant's bottom
it's
tower is under
it's
attack.
just, it really wouldn't be LD2L if something bad didn't happen to Helios, really. If something bad didn't happen to Helios, that was pretty much his own fault, you know? Abandoning Ursop here, he's gonna let him have some free farm for a while, though Void has shown up. But against Ursa isn't that bad. Never mind, Void has not shown up, he has changed his mind.
Yeah.
He ran all the way up the top, didn't like what he saw, and just turned right back around, alright.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Very
fallen.
sad.
And now he's just hanging out here mid, looking for a chrono. No, actually no, because he's got
Yeah,
80
he can't.
seconds, so he's looking for no chrono, I guess. Looking for an
Looking for a
what
farm.
is he doing, man? There we go. He is now actually farming, just as Zeus intended. Speaking of Zeus, Moon looking for a bit of a kill here. Zeus barely getting into fogging time there.
And sweet.
Yeah. It's
Probably
too
wasn't
fast.
probably wasn't gonna have anything come of that anyway with the Neeks coming by. That Macropyre was it was ambitious Macropyre, but not unfortunately just not quite.
Oh, is this gonna get him? No, he's got no
Radiant's middle
mana.
tower is under attack.
Not only does he have no mana, two of his skills are on CD there as well. So I want to eat the goblin. Oh no! What if he has a Lego to step on? Zeus,
Pretty dangerous.
Zeus might have gotten
Ooh.
himself a little opposition there. We did have the old stun stack.
Oh.
Zeus
Alright.
barely missing out on the kill on Techies there as Hollywood gets yet another deny
Dire's middle
Yep.
tower
for
is under attack.
Zeus's life.
They better be careful. One of them is low enough where I think where he could fly back and clap his hands and kill Luna.
Potentially. I don't know if they see that though. Yeah, Luna's been no enemy vision at all. Neeks,
Yep.
Neeks could hit that R, just roll right in there and make something happen.
Quick Luna eggs, huh? Could be interesting.
You know, I will say, if they picked Neeks just to hassle techies, I don't know if so far that's really gone anywhere for them. He doesn't really have the right skill built for it in any regard. Hollywood is just letting everybody know he hit 6 there. PVC pipe and a little bit
Ooh,
of trouble.
good
as,
chrono.
PS
Oh,
just melts
massive
to the
chrono.
Knicks. Massive chrono takes out Zeus. Takes out the MP. It's about to take out Disruptor.
Oh my lord.
Yep, triple kill for the Luna. God's plan. Neek's Assassin actually still running here. Techies is more than ready to get rid of
comeback
him.
effort. Oh,
Good stun.
Okay. Good
The
roll, yeah.
literal moment that oh, Techies still going for it.
Okay.
The literal moment that that Techies and Jakiro came together there. Immediate stun, immediate turnaround there.
Yep.
Sliz actually a little low here. Sliz actually, I believe, a little dead here. Yep.
Yeah, certainly.
Walked up a little too far forward in the light of the Jakiro there, I think. Speaking of Jakiro, though, he does not have much light to spread anymore. Trapped in the arena, then trapped in the trees, and then cut down by the Prophet.
not even a TP scroll to get away with.
Even if he did, I doubt he'd be able to get out quite in time. Radiant continuing this concerted effort at mid. The Techies again just making it as much of an issue as possible to get through here, knocking out all the Treants.
Knocking out all the creeps, knocking out really everything.
Ursa actually at the top of the last hits chart, but not the top of the net worth chart. That triple kill actually propelled Luna right up there, and she's actually going Ags first, it seems, which is not common on
Yeah,
Luna.
I mentioned that earlier. The early eggs. Could be quite interesting to watch indeed.
Jakiro trying to imitate the old Techies delay game here. Not quite to the same success, unfortunately, as the Dire are able to just casually eat this T1 here. Techies try to deny it.
Right.
No such luck.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Dire top T1 going down. Radiant actually, only T1 left for them is top. Ursa going for Rosh here. They actually check in here, he might be dead.
Oh no, dude. Oh no.
I don't think they have any idea he's there though.
Yeah.
Everybody's so close, but nobody realizes it.
If Techies were to just throw a mine in there to tech it out,
Nope. Ursa is getting that Aegis for free.
Dire's structures are
Techies must be really kicking himself over that one right now.
Yeah. That can't be nice to see, dude. Everybody was hanging out by the Rosh pit, like really close by. Nobody actually checked it.
Radiant's bottom tower is
It's a
under
little
attack.
sad. Some very offensive maneuvers here in the jungle. Zeus, in particular, just trying to get rid of any vision they have. It is a nice thing being Zeus against Techies in that way, because not only can you get rid of, can you just scope out mines with your W, you can also pretty handily scope out any vision with your W as well, meaning that any sort of sentries that he tries to put up, right, to try and prevent you from getting vision in, well, he can't quite get those, up. Neeks in a lot of vision here, though
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
can't really kill him in any capacity. Dropping everything on Ursa here, but no avail. Big disruptor ult.
Ooh.
Taking out a few here. Luna going
chrono.
down. VS going down. Pretty cool chrono, but like nobody's home.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Speaking of unfortunate, Disruptor just saved Void there, I think.
It's a bit of a split fight.
Is under attack.
Luna buys back, drops the ult on Ursa alone, actually gets him. Disruptor pays for his life, pays for his mistake of saving Void there, I think. And that's almost
4 men
everybody
down.
going down. Yep, 4 men go down. Only Zeus survives. Though in that process, they did drop 2 buybacks to do that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Right.
I'd still say it was fairly worth it. They got Ursa.
I don't know. I don't know why Zeus is concerned about the number 67, but whatever 67 is, it's down there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
that's how much gold. Nope. Actually, very, very much went to the gold advantage went to the Rosh Ryders there, though it is hard to say if that balanced out against the buybacks. Zeus actually really low here. The best possible thing, I don't think VS was convinced it was the real Zeus.
Maybe.
Right, she
And-
wasn't necessarily in range to do anything anyway.
She was kind of in his
Oh.
face for both swap and stun.
Techies is in a dangerous spot here.
Yep.
Oh, he's gonna pay for this immediately.
Getting railed down by the...
Nope. Don't have a stun to actually stop him with.
It is funny that the Nyx did at least dodge the damage of the suicide with his E.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell that Hollywood learned techies during the Suicide Squad attack here, because that's pretty much how he uses the ability even to this day. He just
Right.
refuses to acknowledge the change. In his protest, he will never not die using that ability.
Absolutely.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Lots of lots of performance issues there for just a second. Lots of funny
Dire's
minds
middle
hanging
tower
out
is
here,
under attack.
making a lot of noises.
Radiant's
But,
top
no
tower
avail.
has fallen.
Could go to it and press E on Nyx. That'd be fun.
And then Ocelot would laugh at you. And then
Yeah.
you'd feel bad, then you'd lodge a complaint, then Gabe Newell would call us kind of an ass, we get kicked off of the Shanghai Majors, and yeah, all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I just get changed to Wraith Ocelot.
You get
Removed for pressing ceremonial reasons.
yeah, you're gonna get removed for pressing ceremonial reasons.
Smoke.
And when you come back, your voice will never quite be the same. You're just gonna be like, "Hey guys, looks like there's something cool going on at mid." Zeus getting just
Ooh.
annihilated by
Oh,
the
boy.
Luna Axe.
He dies, but
My void griefing!
no!
Void grief.
My void griefing! Good
Good
grief.
grief.
Yeah, no kidding.
My void grief.
Oh,
What
that
the
is
hell
just
was that?
embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. Good
Vengeful
swap,
Spirit.
unfortunately.
Yep, unfortunately, Neek's Assassin had that exact factor in
Oh
mind.
no!
Slizzy, up ahead of the curve there, actually knocked out. And the one person who survived the fight is the person who perhaps deserves the least to have survived
Oh,
it.
no.
Void grief. Okay. Well, that just happened.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Good grief. No kidding. 2 different TPs, so this tower just got canceled here.
Yep.
It's more of an impact than you might think. It's actually just 2 people aren't going to be able to redeploy for another minute for no reason, basically.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I hope there's a I hope there's a better Chronosphere than that before this game is over.
Certainly hope so.
Regeneration.
Randy, you're a doctor, right?
No, I'm not a doctor.
Let's say for the sake of argument that you were, alright? With the chronic void griefing, what do you think the Radiant has to do to turn this one around? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
He didn't
Thank
see
you
it!
for a second. He sees it now. Yeah, if you were just a second quicker on the reaction speed with that with techies, ooh man. Oh
Figure
no,
drops
dude.
you.
Oh no, dude.
Well, goodbye, Void. Just gets completely eaten by Ursa there.
Oh,
Yeah.
who found that fake grenade? Please tell me someone didn't just leave it on the ground.
I believe that is their Vagrant. Nope. Nope, actually, Zeus can't TP at home. That is a Radiant Vagrant.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh. No, no,
Ouch.
no, no.
no.
That
Rosh
is their
Ryders
only-
making some.
It's
Okay.
dire.
It is dire. Okay, Zeus just isn't TPing at home for some reason.
Regardless, though, Rosh Ryders is making a few key mistakes here. That was a bad Chrono earlier, and that spelt some real quick disaster.
Yeah, I think that immediately just put the GG next mentality in all of Rosh Ryders' minds, honestly. I don't think it is actually particularly over. They're getting close to a 10k gold advantage, but you know, it's like I said, one turnaround, one big fight turnaround, and Luna can do a lot of damage. Got a lot of objectives knocked down in very short order, and Techies can just build up a nice defense and just make that as slow as possible.
Okay.
All right,
It's pretty
well,
decent.
VS
Oh,
gets
he's
the
caught in
Luna
the middle
out
of
of
all
there.
of it. The disruptor ult is so painful.
Radiant's
Oh.
middle tower is under
Neeks
attack.
melts right beneath Luna's eggs.
Oh, the
Nice.
Techies tried to blast for the bear there, did
Oh.
not actually get Ursa. Went down for it, actual proper death as well.
He's gonna walk on top of the mines. Nope. Going around him.
Nope.
Oh, come on. They need vision.
Invisibility.
Oh no. Oh, disruptor. Oh,
Here we
disruptor.
go. Does he see? Does he know? No.
No, he's not gonna even try to walk up them.
Yeah, not interested in that.
This is where the jungle is.
Radiant are scanning.
Seems to be a common trend, circling the entire jungle. Why do you think that is?
Well, one would logically assume it's because I can't come up with an idea on that one. Actually, I'm just assuming it's
Well,
a measure of caution, maybe.
Ursa is a bear, and somebody was asking, for the sake of an argument, exactly where Ursa chooses to do his business. Ursa kindly responds with, in the woods. That's basically what we're looking at there.
Yeah.
And even has a visual diagram. What bear would give you that? That's why we all love Ursa on this show.
Yeah, great core hero.
Techies is finally paranoid of Roche being done by Ursa, so he's starting to put mines in there.
Zeus is wise to his antics.
Yep.
I like how that's within the little tiny amount of vision Techies has in there. He's had a haste rune. Honestly, should just wait the 8 and do it himself. Nope, gonna let Zeus take it. That's also okay, especially in the light of him having a bottle. Prophet, ratting out the bot lane here. Void going to move in to respond. That actually kind of also going for a very quick ags here.
Yep. Okay. Said.
Neek's kind of riding
Neeks.
the lightning. here.
Neeks, no!
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, he
Oh, it's gonna work out.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Didn't
yeah.
actually have enough
Absolutely
green lines
brutal.
there.
They caught Luna with that. That is not favorable.
Techies tries to deny, but just completely eats it to the Ursa.
Man, I hate to say it, but this game, Rosh Ryders are the ones being taken for a ride.
Yeah, this is a major fall apart for him. A fall apart we haven't really seen on the Rosh Ryders since the very first game of the tournament for them. Ironically, I feel like
A
the
buyback.
yep. Ironically, I feel like the KDA here is like deceptively in Rosh Ryders' favor. Like it looks better for them than it actually is, almost.
Dire's
As I was saying, in the light of the griefing void, Randy, how would Radiant turn this around, right? If you're on the Rosh Ryders, how do you right back on top?
Good Chrono Eclipse combos. That's about it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's no Chrono and Cataclysm.
Oh no, there's a double damage over there in the river. Ursa's about to find it, I think.
I don't want it. It probably doesn't even taste good.
Yeah, he's going for that double damage. He wants it real bad.
I just decided it tastes good after all.
Void's got his Ags. This could be a point of turnaround. If Void gets one really good Chrono, he can turn everything... What did he drop?
This moved is more of a mask to backpack to
He
grab
did
the
drop a
bottle.
fluffy hat. Pick it up.
I don't think
Boy,
he really
going
needed
down.
to get a bottle, did he?
Somebody
comes
else gave it
Ursa.
to him.
Once.
Another
Oh, the
little-
Axel!
Just completely annihilates Neek's assassin, but not the man of the hour in Ursa, unfortunately, and Neek's and the PVC pipe, the VS, goes down as well. Ursa strategically using his R to just completely knock out those techies' minds. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Zeus did step on a Lego, though.
Oh
Ooh,
boy.
really courageous play. Oh,
Very courageous
Unfortunately.
play. The techies dies for the Ursa, but gets just annihilated.
just barely
by the
fails.
Zeus.
Oh, he popped double damage when he's already almost dead. That's a little risky. Don't want to waste that DD. Oh, here's
Void's
Void.
here. No chrono.
No,
All right.
Not like it. I don't think it would help. Aegis would just waste it effectively.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
And
Yeah,
he is down
Chrono
2
Aegis.
teammates. Oh, ceremonial robe. That's not something you want to see on Lanaya del Rey's team.
Yeah,
Especially
that,
on Disruptor.
Yeah, Disruptor can really make that a pain. Zeus could really make that a pain. I
Yep.
believe he's probably going to keep the
Ooh.
key up because as long as he can stand
Ursa's
it.
barely surviving these hits. Oh no, dude. Oh,
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 the chrono denied!
Void
He won
right
that
into
chrono.
the Disruptor ult. Moon
Moon
is
is
just
going
getting
in, but
eaten
it's-
by the
oh.
Ursa.
The Aegis is popped. But what happens now? It's only Void.
yeah.
Yeah, they see there's no mines here or anything. Roar! Delicious mine.
Okay.
Not
Cool
a bad
chrono, bro.
But Neek's managed to land. He's doing the Meteor Hammer. Oh no! Barely manages to get away.
It was a good, super good chrono in theory. It's just this game is too far gone for it to mean anything.
Yep, and that was
Oh,
Neek's
the damage
meteor
on that.
in the middle of it as well.
That will certainly mean something. Oh,
The Neek's here. Force retreat for most of the others.
Ursa's super
Very good
in
swap
here.
there by VS. Saves Void pretty directly.
Caught by the ice path. Will it be enough? Will it be enough? This guy's
That Glimmer Cape. That
Ooh,
Glimmer
his
Cape,
ult.
dude. Oh, man.
There you
Holy hell.
Wait for
I don't know, man. That was a fantastic defense. That Glimmer Cape saved your life or something.
Yeah.
go. Like how Zeus is saying wait for it just to like make the Ursa sweat.
Yeah.
It's the only reason.
I mean, Zeus isn't. This is on Ursa's team. It's not like Zeus is.
Oh, that's
It's
true.
not like Zeus is gonna assassinate Ursa. That would be funny though.
Oh, quickening
That's
charm.
still
That is not what you want to see on Ursa.
Yep, that's
Still definitely a get in your head voice line.
yeah. 26 seconds on that enrage. I don't know what the axe cooldown for that would be. Haven't seen it yet.
Hold Alter might actually show you the eggs effect.
Nope.
Dang.
Actually gives the quickening charm up. Who's taking it?
Oh, that's even worse.
Zeus taking it.
Yeah, that
Ursa
Titan
gets a
Sliver's gonna do
sliver.
Ursa a lot better. My god. They're getting some really lucky jungle items, gotta see. He started very early with the broom handle, and now he's gone up to a Titan Sliver.
Oh
That's looking
man.
bad.
Speaking of looking bad. Speaking of looking bad for
Oh,
Luna here.
no. Does she have a
Oh,
Manta?
boy.
She doesn't.
Another very
VS
good
taking the
swap
hit.
by VS there. Though it is unfortunate that 100% of VS's slots in the last few minutes have been defensive. Just every single swap is just somebody is about to die and VS just takes a death for them.
Ursa's
Not the
hungry for
most
killing.
ideal. Techies is forced
that
to
was nice.
drop the mines on Nature's Prophet, who just eats them straight up. Techies down. That's the Techies dieback, I believe. Ursa finished Satanic in the middle of all that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Is this how it all goes out? Is it gonna end with a miserable crushing offense?
Has fallen.
Oh wow, this is a...
Weathermancery is this?
I hate to say it, but this is a very one-sided match so far.
Yep. We are having some interesting little
Is under attack.
ratting going on here at top.
Tower is under
Neek's
attack.
assassin
more
wants
just
to
like
be the
that.
one to personally deal with it. Goodbye, Void.
Oh my god.
Ouch. I hate to
That
say
is
it, but Raiden is
He's riding his Heelys all the way to hell. Neek says nice in stereo. BS actually
gonna
gets
say
an
this-
offensive swap in for once, but the
Oh.
BKB on Nature's Prophet prevents
Oh, no.
anything from being done for it. BS going
Oh.
down for Techie surviving Orchid with literally 20 HP.
No! Oh.
Did he just... No, didn't
He
die of
got
a glimpse. What the hell did he die of?
Oh.
Somebody
I
had
think
like
it was poison of some kind. I think it was Witchblade.
Oh yeah, you're right, you're right.
Witchblade's a real good item. It's very easily to look over, but some heroes can really, really brutalize you with it.
Kiro just getting run over there immediately by his back. I really doubt it's gonna mean anything. Macropiring the guys beating up the T4, but unfortunately the guys beating up the T4 do not include the actual creeps from the lane who are still pretty far back.
Desperate buyback defense over on Rosh Ryders' side, but is it going to be enough? I honestly don't think it will be. I don't mean to sound pessimistic, but this seems very, very much out of their reach.
I'm not really sure why we haven't called the G here, to be honest with you. Just, my Captain Griefing
Yeah,
wants to eat
potentially.
VS here. Neek's just really hungrily looking at the VS.
He's a little scared of what Luna could do to him still. Oh, no.
Disruptor just kind of casually walking forward there.
Void, come on! Do something, anything! Nice,
Going
Techie's nice.
really far in on the Disruptor here.
Oh,
and
no.
they are paying
No.
for it. Every
That
single
is
person
bad.
who chased out the Disruptor there died. Void, VS, and Techies all going down in
I'm
a
gonna
very
be
short
honest.
span.
I feel like the Ags was a mistake to go for first, even if it does make your ult much more overall useful and consistent. I really feel like it should have been a BKB first. I
On Luna?
usually say definitely, and on Void
Radiant
too.
structures are fortified.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower.
Luna's damage with their ults cannot be understated, but if they fight as 5, they are going to power through it. And they've got like 2 heroes who can mitigate the damage from between Prophet's Sprout Treants and from Ursa's ult. They have
Yeah,
very
notably,
little ability to deal with it.
Notably, Jakiro not only did not buy any tanking items at all,
Radiant's top
couldn't really if he... oh, Techies. Techies, dude. Oh, just did not quite time it. Not like it would have done that much damage anyway. There's clearly not too many mines there.
Radiant's top
There's the
tower
Megas.
has fallen. Radiant's top
There you go.
Here comes Neeks.
tower.
Don't sit out in the open, he's gonna get you!
Bonk. Luna
Oh, here
just
comes
gets
the follow-up.
Luna just gets stomped out by the Meteor Hammer.
She wants to drop her
Void
ult, but she
once
can't
again.
afford to.
Void once again in as much trouble as humanly possible, and down he goes, just eaten by the Ursa and the Zeus Ags. Jakiro going down, that's dieback. Techie's
Luna,
going
drop
down.
your Ags, man, save your team!
Radiant's middle tower.
It's too late.
Oh boy. Sad.
Smite's
No, Luna-
Disruptor, but...
Luna was listening. Drop
Ouch.
Ags.
Alright, my void griefing.
Yeah, that's really the 3 words I could use to describe this game. My Void griefing.
Horrible.
So,
I say the word misplay a lot, but that is a very, very, very embarrassing example of a real bad misplay.
Yeah. Yeah, don't. I mean, we're flaming here, but it's Healy, so it's okay. Oh man, that was. Just to be frank with you, even if we are the meme team, maybe don't draft Healy's the Void again. It does not really seem to be in his repertoire. He ended up doing way more damage to his own team, really, than he did to the enemies. There's just no soft, nice, easy way to put that. His Chronos hurt his guys more than they hurt them.
And even
when
the really greedy, held back Chronos, like we saw towards the end, were honestly doing damage too with Void. You have to take the chance to get that big 5-man Chrono at every opportunity. But at the same time, you have an immense amount of responsibility on your shoulders. You cannot catch your teammates in that, almost ever. It usually turns out bad.
Hollywood's Techies did come to, I do think it had some impact on this game in Rosh Ryders' favor, but unfortunately, You pick the techies first, you don't get good results. It really is that simple. And it's just yet another one of those heroes who's in an unfortunate spot, I think, like Witch Doctor, where it's like, you can't really pick techies until the second round of picks, but he's like a pause 4 at most, you know? So you can't really pick techies until
You
it's
can make
kind of
yourself-
too late to be picking
You can make
techies.
yourself a huge menace, but you can't really transition into late game quite like Luna can. Now, I do think the Ags was a good idea, but it wasn't a good idea at the point it was gotten. Luna's Ags is easily countered by 2 people on that enemy team. 3, kind of technically counting Neeks if he manages to carapace it really early in the middle of it. But point being, they picked a mid-game build for a late-game hero, and that honestly bit them because she didn't have the carry power to fight back against Ursa or Prophet or anyone really.
Right, and she was doing great for kills, but they were too, and they were just better geared to kill her, basically.
I feel like the
really
second
it.
she got that Ags, that she should have gone on a hunting spree for the squishy. She shouldn't have been saving it for big team fights. She should have been looming on the sidelines, watching like a sniper, waiting for someone to step away from the group and just raw drop that ult right on their head and kill them in a second flat.
Still, it's hard to say much about this. I think this is a situation where Rosh Ryders just said GG next, really quite early on in it. That's it. Just didn't actually want to call the GG, just to make sure you had to, just to make sure they were building up potential funny clips of people stepping on the techies' minds. That's basically it, I think. So, see you next game.